on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line. Look, squeeze. There goes.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
18 Gator. Hey, wahoo!
Watch Mike.
Check.
Check 52 to Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right now. Hey, Delta. 52. 5.
Second and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Joker.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, switch gears.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, here we go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
2nd and 6. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check 37. Check 37. Bang, 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 bang. Slam. Shift. Greystone, travel. Be different.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49, check 49. He's checking. Crash. Switch 5.
On second down now, it's Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 7, Dolphins 0.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, New England.
Let's go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check.
Looking to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins 49-yard line.
70, Indy. Go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
On the double.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, Haywood. 80 weapons.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Bravo.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Leo. 22 jet bomber. Look at me. Go. Nice.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check your hot read. Check Mike 99. Too little, Cut.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, New England.
60 or
56.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
47-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Watch the screen.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Hustle, hustle.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Go, 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 go. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, lock it.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Alpha. Check secret.
On 3rd down, Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Five.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
We got 4. We got 4.
Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Watch the clock. Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert looking for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Undercrush, X3, 218, chop it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Mack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
70, Indy.
Here we go. Tighten up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Roll out. Cut. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw on second down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Check. Leo.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Look at me. Go. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Outside.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's
Greystone, Travis.
Check it back.
Five.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Smooth. Check Mike, 99. I got one. Check Mike, 99. Hey. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99.
Back to throw. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Here I come. Hey, echo. Mike 52. Here we go. Get it.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Patriots.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready, break. Coming, baby. Woo! Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
check nine. Hey, watch this, watch this.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Room here to run. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Protein spill. Why? Okay, lock it. Check.
A give running right is Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They'll go again here with Mack. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's go, get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Rock it.
And it's Michel once again. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, foxtrot.
They'll set up to throw. Dorsett making the catch. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Come on.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
I got it. Jim.
Guard. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 52.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they can't. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.